Hi everyone. So with this week being Mental Health Awareness Week, I wanted to bring a video to you to try and talk about some of the things that you can be doing in your business. And again, this is not going to be a how you deal with your own personal mental health, because I find it quite difficult, because everybody has mental health, whether it's good, bad, indifferent. How you can make changes in your own world or affect somebody else's. It's difficult to know where the right level is to pitch, and I don't propose to be an expert on that side of things. And what I did share earlier on this week, actually, if you look at my social media account, you'll see that I shared a YouTube video that the Mental Health Foundation had put together, and that was really good. And they're on that theme this year. The theme is nature, which is a great thing because we've been cooped up at points over the last 12 months. Nature is a brilliant way to try and recharge yourself and get some of that health back. So the idea of this video is to try and bring you the things that you can use in your business, and use your business to be the enabler to help that personal mental health, if that makes sense. Almost like a business fitness to try and help you to give those opportunities for people to work on their own mental health in the way that works best for them. So the idea, first of all, is to make sure that you've got those true core values in your business. And again, I feel like that's tip number one. Make sure that you've got core values that are true and reflect your business, and that you buy into, that you actually own, and things that you actually do yourselves, and make sure they're enforced and embedded all the way across your business. Because again, when people see what they are meant to be, and then they see that people actually follow those core values, makes a big difference to how people might feel about coming into work each day. Next one, I go on about this forever. It's pretty much the core part of what I do in my business, and it's that business planning side of things. But even still, if you haven't got the full business plan in place, or a coach or someone to work with you, just make sure there is some sort of plan that people can see. This is where this business is going, and this is where this is what we're going to create from this. Again, so making sure you have that plan is tip number two. And the third one will be making sure that you've got that genuine and open feedback. Making sure that you can well and good say, we're open and we have feedback. And again, I say this again in my networking groups and outside of things as well. I think I'm approachable. I think people can come and give me genuine feedback. It might hurt, but at the same time, sometimes it's the best thing to receive. So make sure you've definitely got that open feedback loop that people can come back to you in your business and feedback to you so you can make changes. Tip number four is making sure that you've then got that right balance between your business and your staff. And again, we talk a lot about work-life balance, and sometimes I think I see it slide too much the wrong way, and that this is all catering around the best work-life balance for the individual. And I think that's something we need to be wary of, is work-life balance needs to be beneficial for both parties. It shouldn't just be a case of let the employee set out what they want until you can come to an agreement. It should be making sure that the employee does what they need to do, can do their job to the best of their ability, but also that they're not going to be there labouring for 12 hours a day and not being able to do anything else. It needs to be that balance is struck, and it's struck right for both sides. Okay, so the next tip is then, just the last one on this one, is don't be afraid to ask for help. And again, that can be help from a personal perspective, but it can also be help from a business perspective. You might think that you're really good at doing certain things in your business. If you get a bit of feedback that says potentially that you might not be, again, picking up the phone and having a conversation. For what I do, I'm more than happy, always happy to book in a conversation, have a little chat, give some pointers, and it won't cost anything. Similarly, the HR experts that I work with, and people that are also personal health, well-being, people that always have a conversation, always have a chat to you and offer some pointers. So if you think you might need some help, even if you don't know whether you need help, just to run something by somebody, please go out there and make sure that you can have the conversations and ask for a bit of help if you think that you might need it. Just summarise then with that one, come back to the end of this, or come back to the whole point of what Mental Health Foundation did this week is for nature. So all of that aside, all of those plans that I put out there, so making sure you've got good core values, making sure you've got a plan, making sure you've got open feedback, the right support and work-life balance for both parties, and help. So there's 5 tips there, but then all of that aside, nature. If you need to do anything else this time round, you can just try doing something a bit different that you haven't done already, just get outside and take your staff outside if you can, and go and enjoy a bit of outside time. Hopefully that's helpful to you, and I'll see you in the next video.